Yeah, I mean, it really having sort of values and a mission driven company. Is it a case of attracting the right type of staff, or can you attract any staff provided you've got the right training infrastructure in place to be able to mold them into the sort of employee that you need them
I
to be?
I really think it's attracting the right kind of staff. And I think you have to look at your staff over the years and take a look at what is the profile of the person that has worked the best for you. Is it a single mom? Is it an age group of 30 to 40? Is it someone who's had experience in the cleaning business or someone who has not had any experience? If you analyze, take a few minutes and think of your very best employees and think of the demographic. What does this person look like? What qualities does this person have? And then you know that that person has been, that profile has been successful in your company.
Mm.
And if you can hire as close to that profile again, do the same thing with people who have not worked well for you. And I know
Mm.
in many companies, it's people that are 19, 18, 19, 20. Most of them are very hard workers, but they will leave you in a heartbeat to go somewhere else. I'm just talking very typically, not
Sure.
in every case, of course. So if that profile, that age group, and that I'm not suggesting discrimination at all. I'm not suggesting that. I'm
Yeah.
saying figuring out what works best in your company and hire to that profile.
The
The
characteristics,
best.
right?
Yeah.
So almost having like a team member avatar instead of having a client avatar, having a team member avatar. I spoke with Josh Melton, who owns Athens Cleaning in Georgia, and he said that he has three profiles for the ideal type of team
Mhm.
member. That he's got a young sort of student type profile who wants to earn a little bit more money to help get through college, sort of 35 to 40-year-old profile
Right,
who wants
right,
to earn a bit more money for savings, and then the more retired profile for people who want to have something to do other than
sure,
just
sure.
sitting around at home, for want of a better expression. And he found that really useful. Once he honed in on those three sort of
Right,
profiles, then he was able
right,
to create the right sort of marketing and find the right areas to the right areas where these sorts of profiles hung out, and to be able to
right,
market in the right areas, which then
right.
increased his success rate.
That's really important. And I think that owners have to be open to hiring part-time people. You miss out on a lot of good employees if you eliminate part-timers
Yeah.
from your staff. I staffed my company with a lot of part-timers because they were more flexible. I had much more flexibility with scheduling. If someone called out, I had someone that I could call to fill those hours or to fill that spot. Whereas if you're locked into all full-time people and somebody calls out, you're stuck. You
Yeah.
don't have anyone to fill that schedule. So it gives you much more flexibility. I would much rather have more people that work fewer hours that I can pull. I've got a pool of people that I can pull from.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's
so
building that
the
and nurturing that over time as well, right? I guess that
yes,
is that the sort of approach that you took from starting with
yes,
six to
yes,
100 plus. That doesn't mean that all of them have to be, as you're saying, work full time all the time, but it's having the flexibility to have like a core
right,
team and then a kind of periphery who's
right,
able to fill in some of the gaps, but
right.
also fulfill some of the more regular functions, right?